Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to Final Trade and the Friday Seal deals. There will be affiliate links down below. It helps out a ton if you use them. The theme I'm going to continue with this week from last week is that the market is very, very fairly valued. It's come up a lot in the last couple of months. The market is looking really good, and it's time to just nibble at what you need for your normal positions that you set back and everything. There aren't a ton of great deals out there. There are a few. I'll show you some, and then I'll talk about the market a little bit more. First up, Kaldheim collector boxes. I still have a lot of conviction on these. 159 over here on eBay, and on TCG Player they're about 153, but they run out at this price and jump up above that eBay price pretty quickly. So I'll have links down to both of these. I think that we're going to see a big snap upwards in these sometime in 2024. They're too cheap relative to the other boxes of their era, and they've kind of gone under the radar for too long. So I definitely think these are a good deal out there compared to everything else in the market today. Next up, Murders at Karlov Manor. Murders at Karlov Manor collector boxes, 138.44 over here on eBay. And this, I keep telling people, there's virtually no downside risk in this. The only risk would be if WotC just dumps another giant load of this on the market and it crushes the price down further. But it's been stable at this price for many weeks now. I think it's safe to buy it. At least put back the position that you would want to have in this, if not going a little bit heavier, because I think it will turn around quicker than some other things in the market because it's crashed down so low and there's just not much room left for it to fall. Now, it's interesting to me going out and looking at some of these things. Here we go, $290 today for draft booster boxes of Commander Masters. And we look back merely 3 months ago, these were $240, so they've come up 20%, $50 in the last 3 months. It's amazing how good this market has been doing, and I try to impress this upon you to get you to get off your butts and go buy the things you need to buy to fill in your positions. Don't keep waiting for another giant crash. I don't think it's coming for quite a while, and I especially don't think that a across-the-board type of crash is coming. We may continue to see intermittent weakness in some products, to say, like we saw with Murders at Karlov Manor. Maybe Outlaws of Thunder Junction will suffer that same fate in the short term, maybe not. But you can't bet on a lot of systemic illness in the market to bring these prices back down. And just to reiterate, even on something like Double Feature, which a lot of people are just very negative on, you know, it bottomed down here at 140 about 6 weeks ago, and now it's 167. So it's up $37, almost 30% in the last 6 weeks. It's come up. And again, I think Double Feature will do great in the long term because it's a very unique and weird and different product that I don't think WotC is going to attempt to do again. But in the same vein, Dominaria Remaster collector boxes, almost $200, and merely 3 months ago, 163. Can I zoom this out and get, 147 back here 5 months ago, and now 197 today. So up 33% in the last 5 months. And I just want to show this picture because this was a buddy of mine opening a Dominaria Remaster collector box, one collector box, and he sent me this photo of it. 3 Mystical Tutors, 3 Enlightened Tutors, 2 Sylvan Libraries, 2 Worldly Tutors, 2 Entombs, and 2 Forces of Will. And can you imagine, there are some people who are still long-term negative on these DMR collector boxes. When you can open a box and get this, they think in the long run this will be a bad box and that it's bad at today's prices. Whatever price you have to pay for this today, it's worth it. And moving on to Pokemon, of course, I think Pokemon is potentially slightly undervalued. I mean, we know long-term Pokemon does amazing, and so it's almost worth buying at any price because of how well it does in the long term. I think you should be building your positions of Scarlet and Violet era product now while they're right around $100 a box. I think those are great prices. And if you're still missing out on Sword and Shield, people are going to be amazed merely a year from now how much Sword and Shield climbs. It's going to keep going up. People who think that Evolving Skies boxes are maxed out at $700, you know, when they cross $1,000 in the next 12 to 24 months, they'll wish they had bought at $700. So don't miss out. There's still time for Pokemon. It's a great asset to have. nearly at any price, anytime. But especially when you can get current Scarlet and Violet era boxes at around $100 each. Of course, over here, Paradox Rift SV04. Now that Temporal Forces SV05 has been out for a few weeks, we see the TCG expansion lifecycle doing its thing. $86 a box in the case quantity today. And the ETB cases, you know I get excited anytime I can get ETBs at under $300 a case. I've already put back my case of this that I buy for every Pokemon expansion, but $275 is a very good price for these. So like I said, there will be affiliate links down below to all these deals. It helps out a ton if you use them. Of course, like I said at the beginning, I think the market is very fairly valued. You shouldn't be waiting too long to buy things because I think we are in a nice, weak bull market. Prices are coming up steadily. I think they're going to keep coming up steadily for the time being. I think pretty much everybody at this point, all the game developers have figured out what the print runs need to approximately look like. Adjustments have been made, and we should not expect to be able to buy every product under wholesale price the way we did for most of the last 2 years. So don't wait too long. Don't stay too negative for too long, and don't miss out. Let me know what you think, guys. Thanks to everyone who makes this content possible, especially my very generous supporters on Patreon. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and join me on Final Trade.